Welcome everyone to the 8th episode of the Hartlepool United FIFA 23 Career Mode Road to Glory. And in today's episode, we are finally playing with the big boys. We're up in the Europa League after a winning performance in the FA Cup last season. We got 8th in the Premier League, so definitely a little bit more consistency in the league, and I think we could be kind of in that top 6 clubs in England. And this is the team that we are currently going with. Castilla is our striker, Toma on right wing. Al-Ghamdi and Clark are our two center mids. They're our best playmakers on the team, so why not have them there? Guzman and Popov center backs. Really improvements I think I want to make is probably maybe a new striker and maybe a new left back. But other than that, I feel like this team is kind of set to really prove ourselves this season. And first player sold is Laporte, joining Bayern Leverkusen. Signed as a free agent last year, so $20 million profit. Obviously, that's an amazing bit of business. Andrei Novak, our current third choice goalkeeper, will be going on a full year loan to Inter Milan over in Italy. Dinu Castilla, our starting striker, I've decided to sell for $89.1 million. Miha Toma, our starting right winger, I've decided to sell for just under $114 million in order to make room for the star signing of this team, the one and only Kylian Mbappe. $192,700,000 joining us from PSG, and rightfully so. He's a 95 overall. Got him on a 3-year deal, $250,000 wage. I mean, considering the Saudi Arabian offer that was given to him, this is a fantastic bit of business from us as a club. I've also decided to buy Ronald Araujo from Leverkusen, who just got American Laporte, so they're willing to sell. But Guzman plus just about $54 million. Another excellent signing for us. 89 overall center back, $200,000 wage on a 2-year deal. That's very good. Now it's time for a FA Cup or FA Community Shield game now against Manchester United, as we won the FA Cup and they won the Premier League. And also a chance to look at how the team will be lining up this season once we have signed all of these players. So we're going back to the 4-2-3-1 narrow that I used last season. Popov, Araujo, center backs, obviously Courtois still in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold right back. Sessegnon is our left back. We got the Petersons at defensive mid again. And then our 3 attacking mids of Al-Ghamdi, Clark, John. And of course, Kylian Mbappe's up front. I don't really know what to expect from this game, except I hope Mbappe is as good as advertised. Here are the highlights. So we did win the game 2-0. Mbappe got that penalty late in the game, so we will get our first trophy of the episode. Nice little community cup. I mean, it really doesn't mean anything, but just nice to have another trophy in the cabinet. Dimitriou is going on a 1-year loan move to Club Bruges over in Belgium. Adam Bevan has been sold. Youth Academy getting some English playmakers. Also going to get some Northern Irish wingers. Anvi Brahimi has been sold to FC Sion over in Switzerland. And our Europa League group has been drawn. We have Sturm Graz from Austria, I believe, Galatasaray from Turkey, and Athens from Greece. So not the easiest of groups. Galatasaray is a pretty good team. Athens, I think, is still good. But with how good this team is, I still think we should dominate. Leon Bowden on a half-year loan move to IK Sirius. First simmed game of the Europa League, we won 3-2. Second sim game, we won 2-1, and we did lose 1-0 to Galatasaray. So now it's time to play some games as we host Galatasaray. Lineup's the same. Hopefully we can win this one. Here are the highlights. So we won this one 5-0. Gandhi with 2, Mbappe, Clark, and John. Our front four, everyone scores, everyone's having fun. And now it's time to do it again against much lesser opposition in Sturm Graz. Same lineup. Hopefully it's the same result. Here are the highlights. So we won 8-0, as we are definitely the top dogs in our group. In the Premier League, not doing as hot. We're currently in 8th place, so 8 points off of a Champions League spot, which is kind of where I thought we would be. But Brighton's a very, very good team now. Newcastle, Liverpool's been pushed all the way out to 9th. It's very competitive at the top. And shocker, our group, we topped it with 12 points. And we've drawn against, I believe that's Portuguese side, Portimonense SC, so be interesting to see what happens there. I've decided to sell Szczesny to Bournemouth for $2.1 million. Ryan Sessegnon will be leaving the club at the end of the season to join Sassuolo. Lubos Novak will be going on a 2-year loan move to AS Monaco. Rob Young, half-year loan move to Sevilla. First knockout game of the Europa League Simdet, we won 5-1. Second leg, we lost 2-1. But we went through 6-3 on aggregate. And in the quarterfinals, we've drawn Arsenal. Out of all teams, of course, it had to be the other Premier League team. Scott Williams is joining the team to be a prospect, along with Christie. First leg, we lost 2-0, so it's time to work a little bit of magic at the Victoria Park, facing off against Arsenal. Same lineup. We've yet to fail to score these 2 goals, so in theory, we should at least take this to extra time. Here are the highlights. So we did win the game 2-1, but unfortunately Arsenal did go through 3-2 on aggregate, so we are unfortunately out of the Europa League a lot earlier than I thought we would be. Knocked out in the quarterfinals. Rough day for us. Plus, Al Ghamdi tore his ACL. He's out for 7 months, which is essentially the rest of this season and a pretty good chunk of next season. So he will probably miss all of the, if we get into Europa or Champions or Conference, he will miss all the group stage games. But we do have another way to secure European place next year at the FA Cup, which we did last season. And just like last season, we drew Manchester United in the semifinals. And because of the injury to Al Ghamdi, we're playing now a 5-2-3. Courtois still in goal, but we've got Popov, Arujo, and Rudiger center backs, Sessegnon, Alexander-Arnold wing backs, Peterson are the center mids, John Clerk on the wings, and Mbappe up top. We'll see how this goes. Here are the highlights. So we won the game 4-0, 2 goals from Mbappe, goal from Peterson, goal from Clerk. I mean, we shut them down defensively. I kind of like the 5-back, but it was just one game. We'll have to see how the entire thing goes. But we do have now the final against Chelsea. They've had a somehow easier path than us. I mean, they faced, aside from that early game against Man City, they've had a pretty easy journey. The 5-back, we're sticking with it. Hopefully it will work. Here are the highlights. After we look at this Chelsea team, I forgot. See, I don't know who the goalie is. I don't know who the center mids are. Well, I know Enzo Fernandez, but who's Arnold? And I don't know their right winger or striker. I know the left center back because I've used him before. He's not that great. So I think this is a pretty winnable game. Here are the highlights.
What can they do from here? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Plenty of talk from the pundits coming into today's game about Raheem Sterling. The rumours have been...
Can he finish it here, Derek?
Oh, yes! First score!
Positions and still play well.
Mbappe! Well, still an issue here.
So we won the game 2-0 thanks to an early goal from Mbappe, early goal from Clerk as well. Defense shut them down, and I think we might have to play a 5-back next season because we've shut down Chelsea and Manchester United, two of the better teams in the league. As we get yet another FA Cup and we secured Europa League positioning. Robert Maguire's joining the team, he's pretty good. And here we are with 2 games to go. We are 2 points ahead of Arsenal, who just knocked us out of the Europa League. So we gotta, the max points they can get is 68. So if we were to draw and lose, we could still get through based on goal difference. But obviously a win would seal it for us. And now we have a chance to do so at home as well, hosting Newcastle United. We're sticking with the 5-2-3. It's worked out pretty well for us. Here are the highlights.
It's a weighted pass. Mbappe. Peterson. In it goes. He's driven in the corner. And just the header that was...
A volley.
news coming through that the referee has pointed to the spot in one of the other matches. But Mbappe! At bay. Well, a quick reminder, we have plenty of live football in store.
Oh, Derek, what a moment this could be.
And this time it's... Peterson. Here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Useful looking ball. And a goal!
It was right. Unfortunately, the skill wasn't. It's well off target in the end.
10 minutes left for play. Oh, showing excellent vision. Well, who's going to get on the end of it? Oh, it's gone in!
So we won the game 5-2. Goal from Peterson, Arujo, Mbappe, Sessegnon, and someone else. But that officially secures us a spot in the Champions League next season. And I cannot be happier. Mbappe got the golden boot, no shocker there. Courtois, second most kept clean sheets. FA Community Shield winners, FA Cup winners. Carabao Cup knocked out in the third round. Europa League, we won the group, but knocked out in the quarterfinals by Arsenal. Castilla appeared in the most games for us with 50. Mbappe scored the most goals with 39. Clark had 20, and Gomdi had 18. Gomdi also had the most assists, tied with John as 13. Clark had 12, and Mbappe had 10. So that front four, they're all scoring all the goals, assisting all the goals. Could not be happier for them. A couple players leaving with expiring contracts in Courtois, Sessegnon, Rudiger, and Guerrera. Now we have officially won 2 domestic trophies, and this is how I think we're going to line up to start next season. Obviously, we'll need a different left wing back, different goalkeeper, but having new goalkeeper coming back on loan in Radu, and we'll see what happens at left back. But with Gomdi still out, I think we're going to stick with the 5-2-3 until he returns. Then once he comes back, kind of figure things out from there. But next episode, we're up in the Champions League. We might go on ahead and win it all. Might be my last FIFA 23 video. Who knows? But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And I will hopefully see you all in episode 9.